Today we're going to check out HARAMAIN's Aqua Dubai. I've had this one for a little bit, so we're not really checking it out. But I've got my daughter with me today, guest hosting, RJ. This is RJ. You want to say hello to everybody?
Hi.
Hi. So today, actually, this one, I've done some of the other inspirations by Louis Vuitton's Imagination. But
Smells good.
it smells incredible, and we could take a look and see what RJ's opinion is of this in a second, what the differences are. But today, I think this is one that if you're considering looking at one of the dupes or the inspired buys, Louis Vuitton Imagination, this is definitely one you might want to check out. I did do another video on Marwa a little bit further on down, so if you want to see the difference in that one as well. This one, in my opinion, is basically, it's really good. It's very similar. The only way to sort of compare it is if Louis Vuitton Imagination had a younger brother that wasn't yet as refined and perfected as maybe his like older Prince, whatever the oldest one is. If the Harry and whatever the other one is. So this one is really good, and it's definitely worth it. It's definitely a lot stronger of a mode, but it doesn't capture the scent exactly perfectly. So yeah, we'll take a look at what this is. Where did I get it from? I got it from, I think I got this one from Jama Shop. It was probably about $50. Test the click. Oh, so we don't even search the bottle yet. So here's the bottle. Here's the case. This is what the case looks like. It's very nice. It's a very nice plastic bottle. Do you want to test the bottle or test the box? Yeah. What do you think of the box?
Good. I like the box.
Okay, good. So then this is the clone itself. It's really good. If you could tell, I've definitely used a decent amount of it. I really like this. I've pretty much used this myself. I've had this bottle for maybe 4 or 5 months, but I've definitely gone through a lot of it. I have a lot of cologne. So if you guys want to take, do you want to spray it?
You 49 bottles of cologne I counted.
Okay, 40. Thank you so much, honey. Do you want to spray the atomizer so they can see what it looks like? Okay, this way so it doesn't hit the keyboard. Okay, go ahead. You can do it one more time. So it's got a really good atomizer on it.
It smells good.
It's so good. It's so clean and refreshed. It's very close to what the Imagination would be like. The only thing I can say is that Imagination, owning it's very
Refreshing.
It's so good. There's I've had a lot of clones that come like really close to the original, but there's something that's in the bottle of Imagination that you cannot clone with this. So if you can, you're always going to be better off going with the actual Imagination. But if you can't, if you're on a budget, a lot of people are. This is as am I, as anybody is. But this would be like a really good alternative to it that lasts a long time. The only really complaint I have about this one is it has somewhat of like a synthetic kind of scent to it that I really didn't like about it. Do you see how you kind of taste it? You kind of feel it in your throat, like yeah, it's not good. I don't like that, like the taste of that in like your nasal passage.
But it's very refreshing.
It is very refreshing. It's very good. It does last a decent amount of time, especially for a freshie. So it's definitely something. This is one that I think I'd like to say, like, I think I'd have this one in my collection for a really long time to come. It just gives me like kind of a synthetic vibe that I'm not too crazy about. If it didn't have that synthetic vibe, I'd have no problem with it. But it does last really long. But it's nice because then I'm not having to use, if you can see, I really like Imagination as well. So give, here. That's not a really good, that's not going to give you a really good vibe of it. Give me your...
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't match each other, but it's like similar.
Yeah, exactly. It's not an identical match. If you're looking for an identical match, you're really not gonna. I don't think you're gonna find it. I haven't tried Bourgeois Hectic. I wouldn't mind trying Bourgeois Hectic because it sounds like that one would be pretty close. But I do have the Aqua Dubai, and I do have Marwa. What were you gonna say? And Marwa is really, 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 really close. It just doesn't last as long, and I think this is not as close, but it lasts a lot longer. They say like beast mode. I don't know if it's total beast mode, but it's probably strong for like 3 hours. But again, nothing is going to come as close to Imagination if you can't actually do Imagination. Rate the quality of the box and the bottle. What would you say out of a 10?
The presentation is really good, and like the blue, I love the blue, so I'm gonna give the box maybe like an 8.5.
Okay, 8.5. It's very sturdy. It's very like, it's plastic. All the other ones, a lot of the other ones are cardboard. They're very beautiful. But this one was like one of my first dupes, and I was super impressed with it when I did see it. Rate the quality of the bottle. What would you say that's the quality of the bottle?
The bottle, it's like, I feel like it's like clear. You could see it, and then also, but on the front side, you could also see how beautiful the color is. So I'm gonna give the bottle maybe that an 8.9 out of 10. Very close to a 9.
Yeah, I would say this is definitely not one of my favorite bottles, but it's got a really good atomizer on it. It is nice that you can see through it, so you can see actually how much you have. Then it has a little bit of presentation, but it's nothing like incredibly crazy. I think the box is cooler than the bottle, but again, I think it's a great clone. I think it's a fantastic clone. Again, the only thing, like I said, the only thing I don't like about it is that synthetic smell, that smell and taste to it. Yeah. Let's see. Would you buy it again? I would want to try Bujermi Hectic, but I think that if I was going to buy one of the Inspired by Imaginations, it would probably be this one. Again, if compared to Marwa, I think Marwa is closer and smells like more like it and closer to it and better, but I think that it doesn't last as long, so I think that I would definitely go with something like this. When the dupe runs out, would you consider spending the money on the original? I have the original, and I think that it's going to be one of the top 3 things that I'm just like, okay, I have to swallow the money. I have to have that in my life. It's just a personal preference. It's a ridiculous thing to spend money on, but I think that Imagination is absolutely one of those things that it will 100% do that for. And if you're curious what the other top 2 are, would be Parfums de Marly Altair, like the actual thing. I know there is like Liquid Brawn, and there's other like Inspired Bys, but I think it's just it's pure perfection for the vanilla category. And then the other one would be Oud for Greatness. Is it safe blind buy? I think this is a safe blind buy. Would you say that this is a smell that people, like if they bought it, they've never smelled it before, that they would like it?
Yeah, I feel like it depends if you like sweet or like spicy, but yeah, I feel like it's a safe blind buy.
Yeah, I always say like the freshies, anything very fresh like that, like that makes you smell very clean, is probably a safe buy that anybody's gonna like. So if you're kind of curious of what somebody would think about it, I think you would absolutely like this one. They would really like this one. Does it live up to the hype? I think this is absolutely worth the hype. There's a lot of people saying, "Oh my God, this is so good, this is so good." Would you say out of?
Yeah, I feel like it lives up to the hype. Yeah, I feel like it lives up to the hype. It smells really good.
I think it definitely lives up to the hype. I think it's fantastic. Does it make the main box? This is actually in my main box of the 2 different cologne boxes that I have. Is the cologne worth the cost? It's on the higher end of things as far as like how much like the dupes go. I think you're probably looking about, give or take, about $60. And then for $60, that's a decent amount. You're getting in like the heaviest. Like I think the heaviest like Bujermi Hectic might be like $90. So in Marwa you can get it for like $30 to kind of give you an idea. So without trying Bujermi Hectic, I would definitely say that this is the one that I would go with and is worth the cost. I think it's worth the cost. It's pushing it as far as like dupes go, but I think that this one is worth the cost.
Yeah.
Price versus value. I think the price is definitely there if it's giving somebody like the option of something, if they don't want to spend the money on the Louis Vuitton, that they have a different option. They can pick up the scent. That's why I actually picked this one up originally, was so I could have it as like a daily wear, so I didn't have to worry about Imagination when I wore that. Who's it for? I think this is absolutely perfect for pretty much anybody. If you want to smell clean and wonderful and just really good, I think that this is definitely good for you. I think it's good for anybody, somebody that's just started clones and wants something brand new, doesn't know what they like, all the way up to somebody that's like, oh my God, I love clones. I've got a million of them. They were like this as well. Final score, 1 out of 10. This would be, even though it doesn't match exactly like Louis Vuitton, it does not. Like I said, it's you can tell that it's in the same family, and it's a younger, less refined brother. That's exactly how I would explain it. But it smells very similar to it. The scent is very, very good. I would even give this, even though it's not a perfect match to Louis Vuitton, if I was based on scent, I think I would give this a 10. But the only thing I don't like about it is that synthetic smell. Only because I'm more worried about like, is this safe for me to do? Otherwise, yeah, I would do this like a strong 9, 100%. Out of 10, what would you say?
Yeah, I feel like it's a really good cologne. It's very similar. And also, like, yeah, I really like the smell, so I'm going to give it maybe a 9.1 out of 10. It's very good, yeah.
Okay. And then what do you like better?
I like, personally, the imagination better. This comes very, very close. This is like a 9.5, but this is a 9.1. I really, really like that one. It's like, I really like that one. This one just, like, it barely passes it.
It barely passes it. I agree with her. Like I said, I think that that Louis Vuitton imagination is just pure perfection. I don't know. And again, you know, like sometimes I wonder. I go to my mom's house and I wash my hands and I'm like, God, it smells just like it's like probably like a $10 Bath and Body kind of smell. It's that same category, but it's so good. It's just so incredibly good. Yeah. So I'd give this a 9. If this didn't give me the synthetic smell, then I'd give it a 10. I'd give it 10 here. It's not the same, but it's just as good. It's not just as good, but it's very, very good. Should you buy it or skip it? I think if you're thinking about looking at the dupes, and you're not looking for to buy the actual thing, that's always what I've said in all my videos when I talk about imagination. If you can do imagination, you will question your sanity for doing it, but you will not regret it. But this stuff will not make you question your sanity, minus the effect of like the synthetic smell, like I've said 12 times here, that I don't want to hurt myself, but it's so good. So should you buy it or should you skip it?
I feel like you should buy it because, like, the imagination is, like, really expensive and, like, it comes very, very close to imagination. So if you are on, like, a budget, I would recommend, and if you want imagination, I would recommend this.
So if you were...
If like, you were on a budget and you wanted imagination, I would recommend this for, like, a dupe.
What if you had to... one of your friends had to save up his money, $60? That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
What if you had to save up the $60? Is it worth $60?
I feel like it is, but at the same time, it's not. I feel like it is because, like, it's, like, really, really, it smells really, really good, and it's close to imagination, but how it's not, I feel like some people would, like, not want to buy a $60 dupe, so yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it for the day. I'm not going to do, like, an after variant. I've had this one. I really like this one. Again, besides the synthetic smell, I would keep this in my collection all day long. I would use this as my daily driver for imagination, so I'm not having to waste the imagination. But yeah, I think that if I'm going to refill one of them, I'm going to probably try Blue Jeremy Hectic, because I think I've heard that it's very, very close. If I don't get that same kind of synthetically smell, then I'll probably try it. But how many dupes of imagination do I need if I actually have this one? So anything else you would like to add, RJ?
No.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here with us today. I appreciate it.
I might be here next time.
You might be here next time. Maybe she'll be a permanent staple. We'll see. If the views, the ratings just go skyrocket and we know that it was RJ, well then, welcome to the channel, kid. All right. Thanks, guys, for checking out another video. You guys are fantastic.
Yeah, thanks.
Welcome to the family.
Look at my channel.
Look at his channel. Look at her channel.
RJ Little and Big Adventures.
RJ Little and Big Adventures. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.